Welcome to the Mindset Chick podcast. If you are looking to stop settling and want to gain the clarity and confidence to manifest the life and biz of your dreams, then this show is for you. I'm your host, Kristi Dear, sharing with you simple yet powerful and effective mindset tips that will allow you to attract more abundance, prosperity, and success into your life. So get ready, get excited, and let's go manifest some amazing things together. Hey, and welcome back to the Mindset Chick podcast. I am so happy to have you here. And today we're going to continue to talk about this whole month, frustration, anger, negative self-talk, blocks, things that are keeping you stuck from manifesting your good, from receiving your good, I guess I should say, and aligning you with your true purpose, your true abundance, and receiving all the riches, love, joy, wealth, blessings that the universe has for you. But before we start, we're going to start with our Mindset Chick mantra that we say at the beginning of all of our podcasts. If you know this, you can say it along with me. You can even close your eyes. I am now rich, well, healthy, and happy, and every phase of my life is in divine order now. And so it is. So I want to talk to you about your thoughts and thinking, and basically let you know you are what you think you are. Whatever you tell yourself you are. If you tell yourself over and over and over, I'm broke, I'm stuck, nobody likes me, I'm not fun, that's the person you're going to become. Our thoughts are so powerful. What we speak about, we bring about. What we focus on expands. We're basically like planting seeds. Every time we have a thought, every time, we say negative self-talk to ourselves, like, you can't do it. Who do you think you are? I'm so frustrated with you. Why do you keep making mistakes? You're such a screw up. I hate you. Oh, you're so dumb. Guys, I had somebody the other day message me. She was a new market partner on my team, and I was in a group message, and I saw her go, oh my gosh, I can't believe I said that. I'm so stupid. I sound so dumb. I think sometimes we think that of ourselves, but sometimes we're like, oh, why did we say that? That's so stupid. But, catching yourself and realizing, okay, you're a manifestation of your thoughts and beliefs, basically. So if you think you're ugly and gross and nobody likes you, you'll start creating that in your reality. People's physical appearances can change based on their thoughts. They really can. Have you happened to notice that people who are like happier, have more of a lifestyle that they love, they just look better. They have this like glow and light around them. They just look like magnetic, And people who are just upset or depressed or angry, you can even feel it. You can just see this energy coming off of them. It's a very big distinction. You can feel people's energy, right? And they walk in the room, whether it's just this dark, angry, frustrating energy or this love and light. So it can make a difference in your outward appearance for sure. If you keep telling yourself, I'm fat, I'm fat, I'm fat, I love to eat cookies, I'm fat, I'm fat, I'm fat, I love to eat cookies. But then you're frustrated with yourself because you're not going to the gym and eating salads. Well, that doesn't make sense because you're basically proclaiming and prophesizing, I'm fat and I like cookies. So if you want to change that to somebody who goes to the gym, works out, and eats more healthy, then you have to change your language first. You have to start changing your language. Hey, I'm beautiful just the way I am. Every day I'm getting healthier and healthier. I enjoy eating healthy foods. I enjoy eating balanced meals. I enjoy my dessert every once in a while, but I also enjoy my salads. I enjoy being active. I enjoy the way my body feels being active. I enjoy the way I look. I love how every day I'm getting leaner and more fit every single day. You have to change your language. So you are who you think you are. What you think you are, you become. And in Proverbs, in the scripture, it says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. It even says it in the Bible, right? What we think about, we bring about. What we believe, we bring into our existence. We become that person. So I'm going to read you a little story out of this book. It's called The Magic of Thinking Big by David J. Schwartz. I actually received this book as a gift from the family that created the beauty business that I'm in, the CEO and the chairman, the father and son. And then our president of the company, when we went on one of our beautiful, amazing retreats that they take us on, when we earn these retreats, they take us on these beautiful vacations and just pour into us and just give us so much training and self-development and wine us and dine us. And it is literally beautiful. It's like a family. I'm so grateful for this beauty business so much. I know you guys have heard me talk about it a lot, but seriously, it's just the best that's happened. And it's allowed me to be able to do these podcasts for you guys and put out all this content, this information, manifesting techniques, tips, tricks, all that stuff. I have the time to do that. And I have the resources now to do that. But they gave us this book a few years ago, and I've read it and I'm rereading it, and they sign their names in it. So I just love the support. But this is a really cool story. I was going to read this to you. The author says, recently in a training program he conducted, each person was asked to give a 10-minute talk on being a leader. One of the trainers gave a miserable presentation. His knees literally shook and his hands started trembling. He forgot what he was going to say. After fumbling for 5 to 6 minutes, he sat down thoroughly defeated. Now, I don't know about you guys, but you probably heard me in the last podcast talk about I want to speak on a large stage. Well, I think speaking is like the number one fear that people have, speaking in large audiences in front of people. And I've really had to work on training myself not to be nervous. It can be nerve-wracking, right? Okay, so let's finish the story. After the session, I spoke to him just long enough to ask him to be there 15 minutes early at the next session. As promised, he was there 15 minutes ahead of time for the next session. The two of us sat down to discuss his talk of the night before. I asked him to remember as clearly as he could exactly what he had thought about the 5 minutes just before he gave his talk. Like, what did he think about the 5 minutes before he gave his talk? He said, well, I guess all I thought about was how scared I was. I knew I was going to make a fool of myself. I knew I was going to be a flop. I kept thinking, who am I to be talking about being a leader? I tried to remember what I was going to say, but all I could think about was failing. Then I said, okay, right there, I injected. I said, is the answer to your problem. Before you got up to talk, you gave yourself a terrible mental beating. You convinced yourself that you would fail. Is it any wonder that your talk didn't come off well? Instead of developing courage before your talk, you actually developed fear. Now, in this evening session, he said, I want you for 4 minutes before, what I want you to do is give yourself a pep talk for the next few minutes. Go in that vacant room across the hall and tell yourself, I am going to give a great talk. I am going to give a great talk. I'm going to give a great talk. I've got something those people need to hear and I want to say. Keep repeating these sentences forcefully. I have something those people need to hear and I want to say. Then come into the conference room and give your talk again. What do you think happened? Do you guys think that he bombed the second talk, or do you think he did some pep talk and self-motivating? He made a great speech. And the author says the moral is practice uplifting self-praise. Don't practice belittling self-punishment. You are what you think you are. Think more of yourself and there is more of you. Build your own sell yourself to yourself commercial. That's really cool. Sometimes we go places like, I need to get motivated. I got to listen to something motivating today to get me, to make me feel good, to pep me up, which all that's great. But what about being your own cheerleader? What about pepping yourself up? What about, saying those things to yourself before a big talk or before a job interview or before talking to a potential customer or client or business partner? Instead of saying, oh man, I hope they join my team. I hope that they sign up for my services. I don't know. Who's really going to think of me as a leader? Who's really going to think of me as somebody who could promote these products? You got to be your own cheerleader. Pep yourself up. Let go of the negative self-talk, the fear. Fear is going to come up, right? But instead of building a fear-based story, instead of allowing that to manifest and create that reality, like he said in the book, develop courage. And, thinking is just a habit. We can create new healthy habits. We can create new patterns of thinking. The first step is to be aware of the thoughts that we're thinking. The second step is to stop, to interrupt that pattern. Hey, those thoughts aren't serving me anymore. I'm not going to think like that anymore. I'm going to interrupt that pattern and I'm going to replace those thoughts with something that's going to prosper me, that's going to bless me, that's going to be in alignment with who God says I am, with what I desire to create in my life. And in the recent podcast that I had with Lark Allen, we talked about Louise Hayes and her mantra of just, saying to yourself, I approve of myself. That could be so simple that whenever you have thoughts that aren't serving you, or, you're bringing up something from the past, I should have done this. I shouldn't have done it this way. I should have been a better mother. I should have been a better father, wife, friend, daughter, son. You just say, I approve of myself. I approve of myself. And that's why I'm very, very big into visualization. So in the Magic 5 Morning Mindset, you can find that on my website, mindsetchick.com. It's my gift to you. It's just morning mindset routine. And part of that routine is visualization. And so what you're doing is you're creating a mental picture, a mental movie in your mind of what you desire to manifest. You're seeing it, you're feeling it, you're hearing it, you're experiencing it. And it's like he was saying in this book, instead of creating a visualization, a mental picture of defeat, what you're doing with the visualization and the pep talk and all that is you are creating a mental picture of accomplishment, of success, of abundance, of joy, of courage. And what's so interesting is if your subconscious mind doesn't know whether you are literally living out your dreams or not living out your dreams. The only way that you would know, like, oh, I'm not on stage speaking in front of thousands of people is because your eyes are open and you're like going, oh, wow, I'm in my house and the kitchen. I'm not speaking in front of all these people. But if you close your eyes and you make that mental movie in your mind of like seeing yourself there, of seeing yourself getting that promotion, of seeing yourself being that top leader, of seeing yourself having that big team, your subconscious mind doesn't know whether that's real or not. Does that make sense? It doesn't know if it's real or not. So if you are flooding your mind with that mental picture of courage, of prosperity, of this is who I am this successful boss babe, boss guy, I am living out my dreams, I am living a joyful life filled with love and blessings, and you're telling yourself that over and over and over, then that's how it starts to manifest, is because you're basically telling yourself, this is who I am. This is what I do. This is who I am. And then you're reprogramming your subconscious mind. And that's how things start to manifest, because we act out what's deeply in our subconscious mind, what we program our subconscious mind to believe. And so that's why, what you think about, you bring about. What you visualize expands. What you focus on grows. You're feeding your mind with every thought, with every feeling, with every emotion that you have. You're allowing that to manifest, whether it's, like I said, the subconscious mind's like, you tell yourself, I'm broke, I'm stuck, and I'm nobody, and nobody wants to hear what I say. Well, it's basically going to be like, oh, that's who I am. So that's the world I'm creating for me. I'm drawing into my life experiences that represent what I'm telling myself. And so that's why I talk about so much on these podcasts is if you want to create a new life, more blessings, more income, more miracles, you have to start thinking like it. You have to start acting like it, believing it, seeing it in your mind. And that's how you're going to start living it out. See it in your mind. And Bob Proctor said, recently he passed away. Bob Proctor, amazing guy, such a spiritual leader and self-development guru. But he said, what you can see in your mind, you can hold in your hand. Just think about that for a second. What you can see in your mind, you can hold in your hand. So I would encourage you this week to, be your cheerleader, encourage yourself and work on practicing pepping yourself up. Something that I've been doing, I shared with you on the last episode that my big goal is to speak on a really, really large stage with thousands of people. So I definitely have been practicing like pepping myself up. Why not me? I have something that I really want to share with the world. Why not me? Why can't I do it? There were times when I would see in my mind's eye, like, oh, me tripping or following and stumbling on my words. And I thought, well, that's not serving me very well. Gosh, I don't want to do that. So I've really worked on interrupting that pattern to see myself walking on stage. Like I've already visualized what I'm going to be wearing, what I'm going to say, how I'm going to walk out, what I'm going to share, and how much I'm going to serve the people in the audience. Really, it's not about me. It's about serving them and sharing with them things that have helped me along my journey in hopes that I can help someone else. I would encourage you this week to do your pep talk, be your own cheerleader, visualize what you want to see in the world, visualize who you want to be, visualize what you want to receive, visualize the way that people treat you and you show up. Do that pep talk. A few minutes a day can change your life. And then feel free to reach out to me and let me know how that's going for you. I always love to hear your stories. And remember, friend, to dream big, follow your heart, and never give up on you because you're worth it. Thank you for joining me today on the Mindset Chick podcast. I hope this show has you waking up every morning excited about the new manifestations you have created in your life. And if you would honor me with a 5-star review over in iTunes, I will happily enter your name in my Mindset Chick swag giveaway. Make sure you add your name to the review and I will reach out to you if you're the winner. I really appreciate you spending your time with me. Be sure to visit me at mindsetchick.com for past episodes and more gifts that will help you to manifest your dreams into reality.